If you're selling digital products on Etsy, then your listing image can make all the difference. You could have the best product in the world, but if your photos don't stand out among other sellers and actually show people the fantastic product that they're getting, they will just scroll past. In this video, I will walk you through some of the ways that I create my listed images for my Etsy shops, what I found that works, and important things that you need to be aware of. So let's get into it. So my first port of call is to come straight to Etsy to have a look at some similar listing images to what I want to create and see what is popular, what sort of layouts they are. I'm going to create an invitation template, and one of the best places to look for mockups is on Etsy itself. So I'm just going to type in invitation templates and have a look and see what mockups are available to use. So I'm going to click on this product, this mockup. I really like it. It's really simple, really classy, and it would make your template look really expensive. So that would help get sales. So it's always good as well to click on the shop and just have a look to see if there are other matching mockups to help give your shop that cohesive look. I'm also going to look for some phone mockups. I did notice that in a lot of these invitation images, they were offering digital invitations using a phone for the main image. So I'm going to have a look, and you can see there's loads of invitation templates with phone mockups to choose from. So as you can see, the options there that you can just buy one of these mockups from Etsy, really simple, and just put your design on top. I'm going to show you how you can recreate something similar using Canva. So in Canva, I'm going to click Create a Design, Custom Size 2500 by 2000 pixels. That's what I use. I'm going to rename this Test Mockups for the sake of this tutorial, and then we're going to have a look at the photos and just see if there's anything similar that we can use. So if we click on card mockups, you can see there's all of these mockups. Some of these are pro, so you would need Canva Pro to be able to use these obviously free of charge within your pro subscription. I'm going to click on free to see what options you would have if you didn't have Canva Pro. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to use this one actually for the second image. So I'm just going to place this on the second page and then resize it. And for the first image, I want to try and recreate that image of the invitation with the mobile phone option for those who want a digital invitation template. So I'm actually going to use this as a background image, and I'm going to place the PNG version of my product offering directly on top of the image and use some frames or phone mockups to try and recreate what we saw in some of those listing images. So I'm just going to resize this so it covers up the image behind it, and I'm going to add some shadow just to lift it from the page. I'm just going to adjust the blur and the intensity of the shadow, and that would work for the printable version of our product offering. So I'm just going to have a look for some phone mockups or some phone frames I can use. So I'm just going to come down here where it says frames. I'm just going to have a look. So obviously that's an option. You can use one of these phone frames, or you can go down to photos. I'm just going to click on the free tab just to make sure that all of these are available in the free version, and I'm going to grab one of these frames. I'm just going to place it there and resize it, and I'm just going to grab my mobile version of my template, and as you can see it doesn't quite fit in the frame, but I'm going to show you a workaround for this. I'm just going to grab one of these rectangle shapes as a workaround. And before I do this, I'm just going to add some shadow to the phone frame. Just going to adjust the intensity, and I'm going to place this rectangle shape just to fit inside the phone. Another option would be to resize your PNG so that it does fit into phone frame or to choose one of the other frames. So I'm just going to send that to the back and send this one to the front. And I'm just going to fit this as close to the very outside edge as it will fit. So I'm just going to centre that and bring the phone layer to the front, and then I'm going to group all of this together. And I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger just so it fits proportionally to the printed invitation. And on Etsy, some of the thumbnails are square, so I just want to make sure that this fits nicely into all of the thumbnail images. Some of them are square, some of them are rectangular. So I'm just going to grab a rectangle shape or square, create an outline. I'm going to center this. Just hold the shift when you make this bigger. And I'm just going to make sure this is in the middle, it's in the center. And I'm going to use the rulers just to mark out these lines. And then I'm going to delete the square that I've just created, and then just make sure that your objects fit within that square shape so that it would look good in both the square thumbnails and the rectangular thumbnails alike. So for the second image, I'm just going to grab a copy of the invitation, the printed version of our template, and I'm just really simply going to place it carefully over the image. So now I'm going to create a third listing image. I'm going to copy the mobile version of the template, place it on a separate page. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger, and I'm going to find a nice background image to put behind this. So I know there was one on here, which is like a nice marbly kind of background. I'm just going to place this over the top, send that to the back. And I'm just going to set the transparency on here down to 70%. And I'm going to move this just to the side so you can place text along the side of the image if you want to. I'm just going to bring the transparency down on the background of the other images to 70% as well. So I'm just going to come over to the text icon on the menu bar, and you can add text here if you want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste some text that I've already done just to speed up this tutorial. I'm just going to add a fourth page, and this is going to show an image of a laptop or a screen, just to show people that they can edit it, this template in Canva. So I'm just going to type in laptop. I'm just going to see what it brings up. I do have a feeling that a lot of these images will be pro images. So I'm just going to click on this one. I'm actually going to grab one that I already have, a screen mock-up. If you want to use mine, then I will drop this set of templates in my Gumroad shop for free, so you can grab this. I'll put a link in the description box. So to get an image for the screen, I'm going to take a screenshot of Canva, and I'm just going to paste this onto the page and literally just drag and drop into the frame. If you double click on the image, you can actually crop out the bits you don't want. So I'm just going to grab our invitation template and paste this over the top of our screenshot, so it looks like you're looking at the image being edited within Canva. I'm just going to grab another copy of this template, this invitation, just to add a little bit of interest to the image so people can see the screen version and the actual printed complete version. And I'm going to add a Canva logo on here as well. So I'm just going to go into the elements and type in Canva logo. And it should find me. We go into the graphics. I think there is a free Canva logo in here. I'm also going to find some shadow to go behind the logo as well. So I'm just going to make this smaller and I'm going to fit it just over the corner of the screen. And then there's a space here. I'm just going to paste in some text. So you can obviously put your own text in here. So this is just some dummy text. I'm just going to make this fit a little bit better. So I'm going to add a final page, and this is going to be a page of information. I'm just going to paste this information on here. This is just to tell the buyer what to expect, that it is a digital file. It just saves you a lot of hassle when someone comes to purchase a file and realises that it's a download. That's happened enough times just to put this in the images to stop that happening. So I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit. Obviously you'd put your own text on here. You could put whatever you want to, but I just usually tell people, you know, what they can edit, how to download the file, and that's our completed mock-up so far. So let's have a look what they look like together. So that's 5 images that you could use in your Etsy shop. I'm going to move the text from image number 3 into image number 4 just to make it look a bit tidier. I'm just going to move. Obviously you can tweak this however you want to do that. I just want it to look a bit more put together. So I'm just tidying this up a little bit. And then we'll see what it all looks like together. So this image number 3, I'm just going to make the mobile phone a little bit bigger, just so it fits better in that frame. So let's have a look at all of them together. That's our completed mock-ups. So all you would need to do is you would download this as a JPEG or a PNG. So you would just come to share, download, and again, you could do it as a JPEG or a PNG, and then upload those to your Etsy shop, and there you are. If you want to grab this template, it's free from my Gumroad shop. I will add the link in the description. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so you can be informed when I do another video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.